Alright guys, so in this video, I'm going to be talking about 3 things most successful people do before 8 a.m. Now, majority of people wake up at 8 a.m., but the top 1% of the world honestly wake up at 4 a.m. Look at Dwayne Johnson. He wakes up like, I believe, at 3 a.m. and and ends his day, I believe, at like 8 p.m., something like that, right? Now, obviously, the earlier you wake up, waking up early, obviously you can stay up late and still get stuff done, right? But majority of people go to bed, majority of the lazy people go to bed at like 12, anywhere between 11 p.m. and like 2 a.m. in the morning. That's when lazy people go to bed. If you're going to bed at that time, you are put in the category of being lazy. Now, how do you start taking control of your life? You need to be going to bed before 11 a.m., right? Before 11 p.m. Did I say a.m.? All right. So the lazy people go to bed between 11 p.m. and 2 a.m., right? 11 p.m. and 2 a.m., that's when lazy people go to bed. But obviously, if you want to take control of your life, you need to be going to sleep before 11 p.m., right? Because when you go to sleep at, let's say, 10 p.m., you're able to wake up at like 4 or 5 a.m. or 6 a.m. at latest, because that's like, what, 8 hours? Yeah. You don't even need 8 hours of sleep. You don't. You really need like six hours at most, 6.5, right? So yeah, if you're waking up past 6, you're just a lazy person, right? Now, as far as what most successful people do before 8 a.m., I'm going to list them down below. But when you start waking up early or you start going to sleep extremely early, right? It's either you're going to sleep early or you're going to sleep. It's either you're going to sleep early or you're waking up early. Now you have to pick, right? Now, because the reason why I had to rephrase what I said there earlier about lazy people go to bed. Well, that time zone that I gave you, if you're going to sleep around that time, you're waking up extremely late, right? You're waking up late. You're waking up when everybody else really got up and do what they had to do and whatever. And you're probably going to sleep that time because you're doing something that you shouldn't be doing. Either going out partying or either staying, I don't know, you're doing something that is unproductive, right? Now, unless it's something work related that you have to go to work and come back around that time, there's no reason why you should be going to sleep around that time, right? Because at night, there's no fun things to do at night, right? It's only negative, low vibrational things to do at night. And waking up like at 6 o'clock is the best time. And when you wake up, there are a few things you should not be doing as soon as you wake up. Obviously, I'm a victim of this myself. That's why I'm kind of stuttering saying this, because I'm not perfect, right? Well, most people do is when they wake up, they grab their phone, scroll, feel anxious, think about what they want to do for the day. They don't have their day planned, right? Successful people that wake up, they're straight to their purpose, read their Bible, read a book, do their morning routine. And now I do this is what my normal daily routine looks like. But on weekends, obviously I don't do this. I don't follow the exact guide that I'm giving you guys. So that's why, like I said, I had to think, because I'm not all the way perfect. I should be doing this every day. But yeah, successful person wakes up, doesn't go on their phone for at least 30 minutes to an hour. Me personally, my morning routine, what it looks like is I wake up immediately. As soon as I wake up, I gotta do 500 push-ups to get that blood flowing. Because if I can't do 500 push-ups right off the back and I do it in sets of 50s, the first 50 is usually easy because my mind is not really there. Honestly, the first 100 is usually easy, straight to it. I do 100 push-ups and then now my body starts to wake up. Right? After I'm done doing those 500 push-ups, the next thing I do is I go get some coffee, right? I go get the coffee machine started with some coffee. And as soon as it's done, I sip some coffee, read the Bible, pray. As soon as I'm done praying, read a book for about 30 minutes, right? And then look at what I have to do for the day, take a look at my emails, and then, get my day started. Simple, straight to it. An average person, and all of this, I don't even look at my phone. I don't look at my phone until I literally have to check my email. So within the first hour of me waking up, I'm just doing productive tasks. My phone is still on DND. It's still on whatever. I haven't looked at my phone apart from shutting off the alarm. So yeah, having control of your morning is very important. That's what success people do before 8 a.m. And then obviously, waking up early, that's really good for building confidence. I know I've made a video right before this talking about confidence, right? So I'm not really a fan of making your bed. That's not really a thing to me. Like, making your bed doesn't help you become successful in any way, shape, or form. Depending on, if you're if you're an individual that has a lot of things to complete throughout the day, the small wins, yes, it matters, but it doesn't make a difference on if you're gonna be successful or not, right? Because I'm giving you guys genuine tips that differentiates successful people from people who are not successful or striving to become successful. Like, you want to wake up and you want to trick your brain to get right into work, because if you wake up, you're not doing something difficult. And that's why some people say they do cold showers when they wake up to wake themselves up. You don't really necessarily have to do that. Just wake up and don't go on your phone. As soon as as soon as you hear that alarm, roll off the bed on the floor and get to doing push-ups. Both male and female, right? I know most women, not to be a feminist, can't really do a lot of push-ups. Do as many push-ups as you can. I do 500 just because, look at me. I'm a big, well, not a big, all the way big guy, but yeah, I do 500 push-ups because I know that's gonna wake me up. At the same time, I'm achieving my fitness goal, right? Because not every day that I do get the opportunity to go to the gym, but even when I go to the gym, I still do those push-ups in the morning, right? Because that's what wakes me all the way up. So it's now installed in my brain. As soon as I hear my alarm, I roll off the bed. I get to doing it, right? I don't even care what's going on. I just get to doing it, and I'm breathing the oxygen and my breathing in air as fast as possible. That wakes you up, right? Drinking water. I drink coffee and water, right? That wakes you up. And I'm not really a fan of writing goals. Right? I write my goals, or write what my to-do list previously before I go to sleep, right? So, and in the morning, you want to avoid dealing with any task that requires your brain to think a lot, because your brain is the most creative when you wake up, or before 8 a.m. or before 8 a.m. you don't want to do any task that is hard or anything. That's why as soon as I wake up, get my body moving so I can forget about sleep. Sleep doesn't matter once I'm doing push-ups. As soon as I'm done doing the 500 push-ups, right, the sleep is out of my mind. I get coffee to even get my blood pumping even more, because coffee wakes you up, right? Because sometimes I can literally wake up if I didn't do the push-ups. Well, before I even got to all of these things, it used to be hard for me to wake up and do what I had to do. I used to wake up and drink coffee, and I can literally go right back to sleep. I don't care. People be like, oh, coffee wakes you up. Yeah, it does wake you up after your blood is pumping. So that's what I found that works for me. And I'm pretty sure it works a lot. I've referred this to a lot of other people, and it's worked for them as well. So I'm sharing it with you guys, so test it out. You definitely don't want to you want to avoid any task that requires you to think a lot, right? That's why I said, I wake up, I do push-ups, coffee, read the Bible, pray, and then check my emails and check my to-do list, right? And then when I check my to-do list, sometimes, during the summer, I'll probably go for a little run around the block. I used to stay in the city. I'll go for a run around the block, and then come back, start crushing down the to-do list. I usually start with the simplest task. I do a 4-hour block doing all the simplest tasks. I had to sneeze, but it's not coming. I'll do a 4-hour block, do all the simplest tasks, and I'll do another 4-hour block and do all the hard tasks. And then obviously in between, I have like an hour or two where I can either go to the gym or do whatever I need to do, right? in between there, like or respond messages, whatever. And even in wind down, I'm just writing down what I need to do again, loved ones, spending time, all the little stuff that really don't matter. But like it's a 4-hour block, easy task and difficult task mixed together, and that's it, right? And that's a day of a successful person. And I think it's a schedule you guys follow. So, and this is a schedule for people who don't work a job. But if you work a job, it can literally be the exact same thing. The only difference is, all right, you wake up, do all the things you have to do, probably have a 2-hour task of working at home before you go to work. And then when you go to work, you do your 8-hour shift, come back, and do whatever you need to do, family oriented, and do another 2 hours towards your business. You got 4 hours a day. That's it. It's all about the reps. And this typical morning of a successful person before 8 a.m. Waking your system up, reading, right, doing low effort task, and that's pretty much that. I don't want to make this video too long, but with that being said, hey, see you guys at the top because the bottom is way too crowded. Peace.